Pierce vzal případ Hawkinsových. Prokletá umělkyně je obviněna z toho, že způsobila oheň, který zabil ji i její rodinu. Jako jediné vodítko svému otci zanechala znepokojující kresbu. Na přepravním štítku je adresa jednoho skladiště v docích na ostrově Darkwater. Zdá se, že toto místo je počátečním bodem Pierceova vyšetřování.
Almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Dámy a pánové, já vás vítám na ostrově Darkwater a u pokračování naší série na hru Call of Cthulhu. Hlavní úkoly promluv si s Fitzroyem, vedlejší jídí do baru promluv si s Bradleym? To je kurva Bradley. Hele, tohle vypadá jako nějaká kosatka, taková malinká docela, ale nejspíš jí našlo něco většího a ukousl si z ní kus. To je nešťastný, tam nechci. To smrdí problémama. Prohibice, no tak to jsme v prdeli. OK, tak žádná prohibice se neděje. Co si pro nás přichystal ostrov Darkwater? Všichni velice příjemný na pohled. Určitě se tady se všema skamarádím.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Já ale nejsem potížista. On si začal. Já o nic takového nestál. Ten chlap neprojevil žádný respekt. Tak sorry, no.
I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Samozřejmě.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Proč vyplavená velryba? Do prdele. No jedna je vyplavená zrovna venku. Že to jako není velryba? Velryba?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why.
Nejseš fanoušek umění?
I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Není to nic špatného, pokud je to pravda.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Tohle, jestli si to pamatuju správně, tak tohle jsou nějak 20. léta, jo? 20. století a to mi neříkej, že v téhle době se prostě jel čistě jenom jako realistický styl umění, jo? Že zkreslil prostě to, co vidíš, nebo to, co je, vole. Jo, že prostě ještě žádný kubismus, žádný takovýhle hovna, jo?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Vrátit se, Ne, počkej, tady jsem teď byl. Objednat si, ne, já jsem abstinent.
Where this place is. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse.
Přesně tak.
I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night.
Straší tam.
That sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Prohibice tady neexistuje, OK. Tady máš sice jako kamínka, ale já jim tady větra můžu zavřít. Já vám zavřu, ať je vám tady teplo.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Co to je? 60, 68, kurva, to psala kočka nějaká, vole. Miss Booker, always free for the lady. Okay. Kapitán Fitzroy $12, S. Winchester $9 a nějaký Andrews. Nikoho z těch lidí neznám, kromě kapitána, teda s tím jsem přijel. Oh, Danny boy.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
Personál ústavu. Oj.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
80. To je hodně let. Popěvek 21. května 1847, jo, tak se asi jmenuje ten ty noviny. Popěvek. Chanty. Loď zcela se vrací do přístavu, aby ostrov Darkwater zachránila před hladomorem. Už jsme přestali doufat. Posádka lodi zcela, nebo to, co z ní zbylo, se vrátila na Darkwater v úterý pozdě odpoledne. Místní okamžitě pospíchali do přístavu, aby přivítali poslední velrybářskou loď na ostrově. Při pohledu na neuvěřitelný úlovek na palubě odvážné lodi zůstali lidé v úžasu. Kytovec, kterému se okamžitě začalo říkat zázračný úlovek, svou velikostí dalece přesahoval impozantní ozubené kytovce. Zakrýval celou palubu a některé jeho části visely po stranách lodi. Přeživší námořníci vyprávěli děsivý příběh o svém nebezpečném lovu, ale také o mase nesrovnatelné kvality s mnoha cennými živinami. Při své ohromné velikosti tato velryba bez pochyby poskytne jídlo mnoha obyvatelům Darkwateru a tak ukončí hladomor, kterým část ostrova trpí. Skladiště k pronájmu. Pan Marks nabízí od června své skladiště k pronájmu za účelem rybolovu, řemesla nebo skladování. Můžete ho kontaktovat prostřednictvím vašich oblíbených novin nebo ho navštivte v docích. Výjimečný večer u vyplavené velryby. Abychom oslavili návrat našich statečných velrybářů, zve vás celý personál vyplavené velryby na výjimečnou událost s ochutnávkou zdarma. Přijďte s rodinou či přáteli ochutnat zázračný úlovek. Každý si sebou odnese láhev oleje. Tak neváhejte. Olej zdarma, poger. Ale kde ti něco takového dají? Kde ti dají něco zdarma? Jo? Můžu si zpívat s váma?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got. That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Takže co je to za píseň, jsem se vůbec nedozvěděl.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Okay.
Bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
Don't be a stranger. Tenhle cápek je z těch všech tady jako zatím nejdivnější. Kromě toho, že si teda čte, že tady má... Ne, tohle je kniha a to druhý vypadá jak nějak... A to bude taky kniha, jo, ale taková zvláštní. Má jizvy, dost divný, má tetování ještě divnější. Co čteš, Bibli? Liber 10b, prolog. Proč je to latinský, kurva, to já neumím. A to pivo vypadá odporně teda, jako. Ale Algernon Drake.
Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness.
until it finds a new reader.
Co prosím?
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
OK, tak nebav se mnou. Já se s tebou stejně nechci bavit, jsi děsivej.
What you looking at, stranger?
Na tebe. Ta rozhodně má výdrž. Co? Co žena jako vy dělá na takovémhle místě? Co takhle? Jít spíš se mnou do mýho pokoje. Za to by vám sedlo mnohem víc, paní.
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
A co když tě pozvu na ten drink?
I told you to beat it.
Beat
I
it.
told you to beat it.
Just beat it. OK. Tak tady se už nic nového asi nerozumím. Si myslím, nemůžu si popovídat ještě s barmanem o tom, co jsem se tady dozvěděl. Ten příběh o zázračném úlovku je pravdivý.
Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. They saved Darkwater from famine.
Co děláš? Co to je za grimasy, vole?
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar.
Zajímavý.
Hawkins' family was always much appreciated on the island.
You seem to know Charles Hawkins well. How about his wife, Sarah Hawkins?
Well, she was a local somebody. We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her painting.
Jo, to jsem slyšel.
I've got what I need.
Jo, tady není nic novýho, tak to je asi všechno. Jo, tam jsem teď byl. Pít nebudu. To se nevyplácí v Lovecraftových příbězích pít. Kde je kurva Bradley do píči, ale. V průšvihu už jste? Pašerák.
Nothing for you here either. Beat it.
Tady jsou všichni asi fanoušci Michaela Jacksona, protože mi doslova každý říká beat it. Just beat it. Dobrý, tak já už jdu, vole. Nenechal jsem něco na lodi, třeba nějaký tajemstvíčko. Do píči, bacha, kam s tím házíš, vole, málem jsme vypích oko. Jo, na loď už nemůžu. To je škoda, protože bych odsud velice rád vypadnul. Welcome to Darkwater. No je to tady takový dark. Takový, jaký je to správný slovo, který hledám? Chmurný. Ne, hledám lepší slovo. Vy se ho snažíte vytáhnout zpátky do vody? Nebo vtáhnout vodu? Aha. To vypadá jako, že prolítla nějakým velkým mlejnkem na maso, ty vole. Jen tak jako teda lehce. Medicína?
It died a short time ago.
Aha.
Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Mlejnek na maso.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Hoď. Co jsi to řekl?
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens.
What could have done so much damage?
Krab?
You can't understand.
Krab?
You're not sailors.
The same goes for
Pane
you.
policajt?
Move along.
Bradley, to je on. S ním jsem si měl promluvit. Je toho na vás moc. Bradley, zajděte si do hospody, dejte si na mě pivo, jo, a všechno to bude v pohodě.
Don't treat me like another one of these locals. You're completely overwhelmed, and you could do with reinforcements.
What are you thinking? That you can call the National Guard to an island like Darkwater?
Jasně, proč
For a
ne?
stranded fish? Gosh darn, Mr. Not like another one of these locals. Go give your valuable advice somewhere else, huh? Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Jsem nečekal jako outcome té dialogové možnosti, jo.
I'm busy, can't you? You don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops.
Můžu s dovolením? Nemůžu? Tak si naser.
Damn stupid.
No, dále můžu. Ostrov je jako krapet větší, ale se dál nedostanu, takže jdeme za kapitánem. Kapitáne, můj kapitáne. To je krásný výhled. Akorát, že vůbec. Ne? Čau. Ale já ti to tady nejdřív prošustruju, jo. Výhružný dopis. Kapitáne, podmínky naší dohody jsou jasné, držte své muže pod kontrolou, nemůžete si dovolit nás provokovat. Na zprávu nemusíte odpovídat, jen zaplaťte přepravci. Cat. OK.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
70 let. Jako od té doby, co chytili ten zázračný
Fishing
lovek.
equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Hajzlík. Mrtvá krysa. To je nešťastný místo, kde spočinout. Na věčnost. Tohle jsem koukal.
It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Medicína číslo 2. Dovednosti medicína a okultno mohou vylepšit pouze předměty nalezené v herním prostředí. Vždyť ale já, když jsem to, no, na začátku jsem si do toho mohl dát body, ne? Jenom jeden dostupný bod, příčesnost, to je. Já příčetnej nejsem, tak se tomu asi nebudu ani věnovat. Je tady ještě něco, jak bych viděl záblesk ještě jeden.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Třeba je to on? Ne, počkej, tenhle nemá nohu. Na této fotce pozuje muž, který vypadá jako kapitán Fitzroy. Na kapitánském můstku má dřevěnou nohu. Zajímavé. Tady nic.
What a macabre souvenir.
Jo, to je noha. Nějaká siréna dole to vypadá, to co je nahoře jako vůbec nemám tušení. Dobře, vybrali jsme mu barák, respektive to co šlo, jdem se s ním promluvit. Kapitáne, můj kapitáne. Na tomhle?
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins.
To je dost.
That's all I'll get from them.
Čitelných už je jenom pár dat, 1890, 1907 a částečně datum. Zbytek je začernění. Kdo by chtěl takovou informaci schovat? A nevím. Vůbec mi to nepomohlo.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Objevili jste novou osobu. Peekaboo. Vaše dokumenty jsou nečitelné, je to úplně v prdeli.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having signed anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
No, když jsou schovaný, tak určitě. Měl jsem za to, že rybolov skončil rokem 1847. Čím se Charles Hawkins skutečně živil?
Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
OK.
Understood.
A jak se tam dostanu?
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Hawkinsovým?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph, the one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Ne, díky.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha, indeed, you're right.
OK.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Mohli jste si ji nechat a sežrat? Jako... nebo to ne? Kosatky jsou jedovatý, nebo jako...
Miraculous catch.
No, nevím.
Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
No, já už jsem to četl, ale...
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to...
Já svůj nos strčím všude doslova.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
To je všechno teda.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okidoki. Jeden bod. Tyhle už uhly, to vypadá, takže můžu projít. Tamhle je taky uhly. Jo, takže já si můžu projít hezky zbytek ostrova. Pane policajt? Čau. Do skladiště.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today.
V pohodě.
What are you doing here?
Co máš se zubama, kurva?
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Proč se díváš tak divně? On hejbe hlavou do všech světových stran, píčo, ale oči se snaží furt jako lámat na mě. Jen to teda zrovna teď moc nevypadá, jo, ale čum, ty píčo. Nelíbíš se mi, jsi ošklivej. Alespoň to se říká.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again. I told you to beat it.
Beat it? Kámo, kolik lidí mi tady ještě řekne beat it? Já jsem si myslel, že má obří prdel a to je jenom taška. Just beat it. Můžu skákat? Nemůžu. Že bych to vylez tady, nevím sice kam bych se dostal. Nikam, tamhle je nějaká brána, která bude určitě zamčená, takže bych se nikam nedostal. Já umím lockpickovat. To mě poser. Všiml vás to umožňuje odhalovat skryté předměty v blízkém okolí, jakmile jsou všechny... dobře. Zapalovač. Jak to vypnu? Na F-ku? Ne. Nemám tušení, jak vypnu zapalovač. Sorry. Ne. Na kolečku. Saint Brandon. The Navigator. OK. Uctíváme tady svatýho Brandona. Nazdar, chlapi. Já to nebyl. Já to nebyl. Kdo je svatý Brandon? Právě jsem dorazil, pitomci.
But everyone knows Saint Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
Okay.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
Teď jsem tam byl.
You, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Vyšetřování, kamaráde.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
Vaše ráce.
Protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
Před váma možná? Já nevím.
They're more scared of cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Cat Valentine?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
No, ale mám pravdu, opičáci?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's
Boat.
not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
To je správný přístup kapitánský.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Tak jestli na to máte prachy, tak
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
jestli máte prachy na chlastání, když jako nemáte práci, tak já vás nebudu soudit. Takže teď si můžu jít prohlídnout svatýho Brandona. A tady okultismus mě poser.
Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. Can't even say which language it's written in.
A to vypadá jako azbuka. Víceméně. Azbuka, kdyby se mixnula s, jak oni tomu říkají, kanji. To je japonský písmo. OK. Takže sem se musím dostat, jasně, protože proto to hlídá policajt. Jak se tady kroučuje na kontrolu.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot.
Stiletto.
With that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Stiletto jsou boty, ne, vole, what the fuck. Počkej, já mám pocit, že jsem se nic nedozvěděl, ale vole, what the fuck.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Ne, počkej, dozvěděl.
Don't have a clear con.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
Přebudu dovnitř.
Saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Já jsem abstinent, co ti je? Poslala mě Cat. To mi asi nebudou jako věřit. Komu to?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
Já vás neznám.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Ale není majitel mrtvej?
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile of the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
No jo, no, ale jako kdo jí to řekne? Já ne. Tenhle průchod vede k Hawkinsovu skladišti.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
Ještě, že mi neřekl beat it.
I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Já si jako reálně myslím, že mi tohle neprojde, jo.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Do prdele. Tudy to nejde. Tudy to nejde. Auťák. Můžu si s váma promluvit. Ale nic se nedozvím.
That he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
OK. Zkusím kapitána. Jestli mi nedá přístup. Jo, potřebuji pomoc.
These bootleggers seem unwilling to let anyone approach the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type. You're back again. What can I do?
Tady nic nového není. OK. Ten mi vůbec nepomůže. Dobře. A co Cat? Když zkusím přímo za ní.
Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
Dominic Murphy. To bych tady možná neměl stát a měl bych jít, dokud oni jsou tady a nehlídají to tam. Jo, OK, to si se mnou povídat nebude. Já běžím. Nehlídaný vstup, kurva, někdo tam stejně furt je. Ale moc nehlídá teda. Co to je? Něco mi tady bliká.
This tunnel goes under the warehouses.
Jo, takhle. Takže, takhle já se dostanu do toho skladiště, no jasný.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
Jseš si tím jistý, jo? A tady něco je? A to nevypadá jako...
If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Tohle mi s tím nepomůže úplně. Tadyhle by se dala určitě vytáhnout nějaká klika. Ale Mně tady bliká zelený otazníček, jo, a já nevím, co to znamená. Oh, mám to páka. A furt mi bliká otazníček. Já furt nevím, co to znamená. Třeba až to otevřu. Nasadit, samozřejmě. A jako budeš točit? Nebo na co čekáme? Já si ze mě prdel. Kurva, tohle je těžší, než jsem čekal. Tady ještě něco, co bych mohl použít. No musí tady. Tady je něco. Západka. Tak a to je všechno, že jo? Víc na to nepotřebuju. Já si ze mě prdel? Vypadám snad jako nějaký mechanik, kurva. Řekni mi, co všechno na to potřebuju. Tadyhle se není jako ani čím inspirovat, jo? Tenhle je rozmrdaný na kusy úplně. Tenhle taky. A než to dám dokupy, tak oni se vrátí z té jedné skleničky, vole. No tak, Edvarde. Jsem nechtěl. Jak to dám pryč? Jak jsem to vytáhl hlavně do prdele? Yeah. Tak jo, teď už to musí být všechno. Nasadit kolo, otočit klikou. Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Už mi nebliká otazníček. Stalo se něco?
Damn, I broke it.
Já jsem tak silnej, že jsem to rozbil. To je v prdeli.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf.
Čau.
You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Já potřebuju do skladiště 32 nebo 6 nebo něco takového. No ať řeknu cokoliv, tak se jí nic nebude líbit, jo? Takhle mě ještě zjebe, že jsem blbej. Takhle taky a takhle taky, takže... Já nemyslím si, že je vhodný, víš si co, vole.
This muddy alley is yours? Good for you. I've got work to do.
I don't think that you've quite understood the situation. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out.
Okay.
And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an
Zaútočit, ona tady má několik chlapů sebou.
Or maybe not.
A já, nech mě bejt! Ty ženská bláznivá, kurva do prdele! Děláš?
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Kam mě to hodili do škarpy, vole. Chlapi, potřebuju pomoct. Strašně moc.
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business.
Jako,
What's in it for us?
víceméně.
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you. Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No, it's not what you think. It's just that you shouldn't hide your hooch in a fisherman's.
Co se to tady do prdele děje? Nemám často zjišťovat každopádně. Tady je chlastu do píči. To je nějaká prapodivná prohibice tady. To bys vylez. Určitě bys nějak poradil, Pierce, já ti věřím. Tudy bych asi vylez, kdyby se mi to povedlo otevřít, ne? Nebo jestli se mi to jako vůbec mělo povíst otevřít, to já vím.
Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
Děláš si ze mě prdel?
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Tady určitě musí být někde zámečník. No, policii se jako o pomoc radši říkat nebudu. Kdo by mi tady tak mohl pomoct? Jo.
Can you tell me?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I
Ciao.
shall be on my...
Najít. Nic. Co takhle, Cat? Nepomůže mi ona třeba? Jako?
What can I get you?
Potřebuju zámečníka nějakýho.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around.
Ale já tam musím, ty to nechápeš.
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more.
A to mě nezajímá.
Anything else?
You seem to know Charles Hawkins well.
Well, we all...
Ne, to už jsem slyšel,
That'll be all.
Kurva, jak se tam mám dostat, mi teď řekni ale.
Nightmares. Can hear things in...
Do you like our song?
We may...
That's
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
an old family of ship owners.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They were made much richer by the miraculous catch.
You shouldn't talk about the dead like that.
We're not speaking ill, we're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk.
Daniel?
There! You're speaking, hell, you see?
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
I bid you farewell.
Okay.
Good night.
So long.
Začíná mít tady jako potíže. Čau.
Hey, Mitchell, a drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
Ty mě nejdřív jako zmlátíš a až pak se mě ptáš?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area.
No neznám, jsem tady dneska první den, vole.
If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Proč? Myslel jsem, že největší nebezpečí je tu ona. Potřebuji pomoct s přístupem do...
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
Jo, to je ten barman, to není ten cápek.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us. And they'll be here long after we're gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Ani trošku.
Very serious. The whole family died in a fire. And I've got reason to believe that there's still more to be said on the subject.
Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care.
Mně je tvůj biznis u prdele.
To make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me.
No piči.
I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley, I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Nevím, jestli tohle bylo jako to nejchytřejší rozhodnutí, co jsem mohl udělat, jít za ní a říct si o pomoc, vole. Nebo vzít ji tam s sebou, teda spíš. Ale pohni, ženská.
It's fine. He's with me.
Hehehehe. Dělej. Nemám na tebe celý den. Už to bude? Už otvíráš? Proč to lockpickuje?
Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
To je píča. A tohle je dlouhá epizoda jako poměrně. Nebo kapitola teda. Tak jo, co tady máme? Co to je? Pro vstup na místo rekonstrukce podržte levý a pravý. Fuj.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Zajímavá otázka.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
To prdele.
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
Le Petit? Le Petit je z toho, z Yesterday. Tam byl obchod, co se jmenoval Le Petit.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
No, má to její podpis.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
To asi není jako tak podstatná otázka, si myslím, jo. Je tady ještě něco vnitřnosti. Oj. A to by mohlo být všechno. Pro odchod z místa. Zapamatovateli jste si novou stopu. Já můžu to tady prohlídnout ještě jako střízlivě. A absolutně nevím, co to bylo za efekt, jo. Proč jsem to musel dělat? Fuj. Nějaký zelený hovna tady, hele, tak jako, co, mám to prohlídnutý tady? Jakože mám odejít? Čau.
You, don't move. The Hawkins case has been wound up. Let the dead rest in peace.
Ale síla odborník, to si nejsem, myslím. Hawkinsovi zajímají ještě někoho dalšího.
You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you.
We don't take kindly to those around here.
No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
To je to zaparkovaný auto, který jako blokuje cestu. Už zase tahle.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Není tlustej.
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Zase mi chce naklepat kuličky.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Bradley parkuješ jako čurák.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Hezký místo. Jo. Sice Krapet jako daleko od místa dění, ale tak izolace je fajn. Zahrada sídla Hawkinsových, na to se podíváme příště. OK, hodinová epizoda, nic moc se tady jako furt ještě nedělo. Jo, furt se spíš jenom tak jako rozjíždíme. Hele, tady je sekerka vpravo dole, vidíš ji? Takhle já ani nevím, kdy se to má rozjet, jo. Má to 14 kapitol. Ne, nemůže to mít jako nějaký dlouhý... Hele, třeba se už něco stane tady. Každopádně, na to se podíváme příště. A do té doby. Zatím čus.